Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the chair of the Center for Education Opportunity for AFPI and PragerU partner in implementing PragerU in schools nationwide, Erika Donalds.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and your support of this amazing organization. Thank you, Marissa, for all that you do and all of your team. I was asked to answer the question in PragerU fashion in less than 5 minutes. What is the one thing that we can do to transform our education system in America? As we here are celebrating the dawn of the golden age, as Donald J. Trump keeps calling it. And the one thing, if I were to boil it down, is something that our founding fathers warned us about. And they wrote about it, they debated about it, and that is monopolies and the danger that the public education system has brought to our nation. And so the one thing that I think that we need to do, both at America First Policy Institute and in partnership with PragerU and many of you in this room, is to break the education monopoly in this country. And how do we do that, though? Well, we've started to do that, especially in many of our states who have passed school choice programs and have empowered parents to truly direct the upbringing of their children by deciding what values are going to be taught to them in the 7 or 8 hours a day that they are away from them in schools. Incredibly important. But we really haven't done enough. Even in Florida, where we have 500,000 students who are taking advantage of our universal school choice program as of today, an incredible number and the largest in the country. I talk to parents all the time who are sitting on waiting lists at private schools or at charter schools because they don't have enough options in their communities. And so we have to bring the free market into the education system. And we're going to be able to do that through some of the promises that our great president made to the American people and what he got elected on. There are 2 things that he said explicitly that he was going to do. One is universal school choice, and the other is dismantling the Federal Department of Education. And I'm really proud to be a part of America First Policy Institute to help him to accomplish those 2 things, but more importantly, to help him to break the public school monopoly, to empower parents with the agency and the accountability through transparency and information to make decisions that are going to benefit their children, to allow them to have the funding follow the child and select the school, the academic environment that's going to serve their student the best. I envision in the future, and in the not too distant future, because innovation and the free market can speed up all of this, that a parent like myself who needs school choice can say, you know what, my son is amazing at teaching himself history, and he's gonna just devour history books. So I don't need to pay someone with these funds. But you know what, he's struggling in math. So I'm gonna pay a tutor to have a small group setting for him to teach math, to learn math, instead of him being in a class with 25 other kids. As a parent, I should be able to pick and choose how the education system is going to serve my student best, and the free market is the only way that we're going to accomplish that. The innovation, the access, and the quality that's going to benefit every single child in America. We deserve it. It truly is a national crisis and an emergency. That's why I've dedicated my life after 20 years in financial services to doing this full time. And I just want to thank all of you and PragerU for being a part of this movement. I think if we have this conversation 4 years from now, or when we have this conversation 4 years from now, when we're celebrating another Republican administration coming in, it's going to be a very different picture, and we're going to be celebrating even more in education. So thank you so much for having me. Thanks for all that you do.